Hey guys, how you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So another good day for Bitcoin, another good move up. So that's what I like to see. It's always good when you get along some Bitcoin and then the actual Bitcoin that you make goes up in value as well. Like, you know, those days when you short in Bitcoin and then it goes down and it's like, well, my fiat value has not gone up, but well, yeah, you guys in Bitcoin know how it is. But anyway, so we're gonna go over to look at the charts and see what's gone on today. So here we have the new updated DMT. So it's just got a few little extra features in that you guys might find interesting if you're gonna trade this. So you can see here we're in the buy trade still. Well, the new buy trade. When we broke above 87975 a few days ago, so we're still in this buy trade on the 15-minute DMT. So what we've got new on this one is we've actually got this this other line that we have in the middle, sort of like a slower period moving average, faster period moving average line. So what it does though, it kind of tells you when to stop out of the DMT long that you're in, and then tells you then when to re-enter. So you can, if we have a look at the last signal here, so we got our short, and then the short went on side, but then actually came offside from our entry. Look, just here. So we went back up, but we didn't get the signal to actually get out of the trade. So then the market came down. It gave us some places to potential take profits. It then told us we were having a stop hunt. That's what it says, a stop hunt. And then what it did, actually closed over the red line. So then that signified to get out of the rest of your trade, if you were still in the trade, still in any of the short. And then as you can see, so even before we get to the new buy trade, this is basically telling you when you should be getting out of your short, and also giving you levels to take some of your profit as well. So yeah, it's a pretty good feature. So again, we had it on here. We had our basically our breakthrough, so our buy, which actually then gave us well, straight up a little bit, but then came back offside, as you can see. So it did actually tell us to stop on that candle, so we'd stop once we hit the line here. Stop, and then again you can see we do operate underneath the red line, so it's not necessarily telling you to then buy back in, but then eventually here, once we break through the line, it does tell you to buy back in there. And then as you can see, the market then keeps going back, well, goes back up, comes back down, but doesn't break it, and then goes back up again. So that's how that works. That's how this new bit of the DMT works, guys. So if you're using that indicator, also what you can do, you can actually, if you do feel like we're going up, you can take a long, basically once we're over this green line, even though we've not broken through the DMT line, and then buy more when we break through the DMT line. Especially if we move down here, you can see the 25-minute Dominator. If the 25-minute Dominator, it's not the 25-minute, but it's just the Dominator we use, is the equivalent on the 15-minute chart. So it is basically the 25-minute Dominator now. We've moved on to this chart. But anyway, so especially if you're getting a buy down here, you could then think, well, I do kind of want to look for a long. And then, yeah, then buy more there. So then after that, we had 25-minute. I will call it that anyway. So we had a Dominator sell signal, which wasn't didn't work out that well. So we were still in the DMT long trade though. So you can kind of see that means we were still overall bullish in the larger time frame. We hadn't broken bearish, so you can decide whether you wanted to take that or not. But then we actually get the buy, the DMT 15-minute basically the Dominator buy trade. So I mean, pretty quickly the market moved up to 1.5% gain, but then obviously you guys know the rest of what happened today, and it topped out around 4.5% gain. So currently it's at 2.5%. So with a trading take profit on that Dominator buy today, a great gain. And there you go. There's the Dominator with its winning trades for you. And then you could also you could have also either taken some profit or basically got out of that DMT trade, put that put that DMT trade back on once we broke back through the faster DMT line, and then you would have made some more profit as well. So DMT and Dominator both working great there. So next chart, something I wanted to show you guys. So this here, I don't know if you guys know or not, but the halving happens every 4 years. It's basically the Olympics, Bitcoin's Olympics. So here we go. We've got the 9th of July 2016. This is the daily chart of the last candle of the last halving. So what I just wanted to show you is, obviously you can see we were like, for a good few months beforehand, we were averaging around this level, you can see. And then before it, obviously we get into a bit of halving hype cycle. We rally basically about 75%. And then into the halving, I mean, again, it gets volatile basically. 30% drop, and then obviously from that 30% drop we get a basically a 30% gain. And then anyway, so what I did want to show you is that, so from the date of the halving, basically closing there, we do have a little bit more of a rally, but nothing massive, about 5%, basically about what we've had today. And then we retrace that, and then wham, we get slammed for about 25%. So that's just the last halving. So I mean, you don't have to take anything from this direction wise. I'm not trying to tell you we're going to go up and then get slammed down, or we're going to go up 75. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just telling you there's going to be a lot of volatility. So look at the volatility here, look at the volatility here, and then just look at this volatility here. So there's obviously an increase in volatility. We've got volatility down here too as well, but we kind of go hard, calm, and then yeah. So I wanted to show you guys. And also in this chart, this is my main levels charts that I use. So I'm gonna take you to where we are now, so we can kind of see what is going on at the moment. Oh, it's not my main. This is not my main levels chart. This is it. Here we go. There we go. So yeah. So as you can see, we broke through. We basically broke through this 9,200 level here. Currently just trying to find support on top of it. But yeah, so you can see the next level, if we do find support and hold over here, is around this 9,700. But if we do fail to hold over here, come back under around basically under around 9,150, that'll pretty much confirm a local top there, and then we can hope to at least see back down to the mid 8,000s, and then obviously we've got to decide if we're going to hold that level and move back up or potentially move down. All I will say is that we are in a bit of an FA market rather than a TA market at the moment, obviously with the halving. So we're a bit of the fundamentals can run over our technical trades. So that's something we have got to be aware of. So finally, over to our daily trades. This is the range and stop that I use. This is the larger period Dominator, which was on a buy, and then we had a sell and a buy. So you can see basically this is all today, as of around here. So you can see we actually did go bullish with this shading one. We went bullish on the longer term DMT. As you guys know, I just show you, this is the same Dominator that is on the original chart. So we know we went bullish, then went up 5%, about 4.5%, sorry. So yeah, so we went bullish on there. You can see we got the basically the buy signal on this candle, and we then turned green and started to move our way up. So yeah, we basically I went long once we got this Dominator buy. So then I took some profit and then just let the rest run. So as you can see, we moved up with the boxes. Again, I took some profit here when we touched the top of the range, and then just left the rest of it running, and then finally took some profit again at the top of this one. And then when we started to get these red candles, I started to look for a short, but I again wanted to short around the top of this level, but couldn't quite get it. So what I decided to do instead was go long at the bottom of the range. So I did actually get long at the bottom of the range of this candle here, and yeah, that was another great trade, which I actually took off at the top of here. I didn't run it all the way up, but like catching moves down, I was just happy to take that amount of profit. And then obviously I could see that we were potentially going to turn into a sell here, but obviously we were still in a buy in the longer time frame. So yes, some great trades today based on range and stop again. Nice and easy to use, nice and easy to use. And I am currently now also in a trade after we did get this sell, and this sort of moved down out of this higher area, and these sort of sell signals here. I did take a short basically at the top of the range. So I took the short. It ended up chasing the market down a bit from just over 9,300. So I actually ended up getting filled at 9,290. So that is where I'm short from. And then yeah, we came down a bit, and I should really be looking to take at least some of it off around the 9,200 level. I've got some orders to take some off, but we'll see what happens, because I do feel like we've got a sell here. This is gonna potentially turn to a sell at some point, maybe around here. So I'm quite happy leaving this short on, taking a little bit off it. Basically, I think I've got, what am I taking off? Taking 1/5 of the trade off here. And then I'll just keep my stop loss at my entry basically, and see if we can fall out, see if Bitcoin can fall out of bed, see what happens. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I've got for you today. Pretty much all I've got for you today, guys. Yeah, all you guys that watched my my Neil Ferguson rant yesterday, that video got like quite a few views, like over 500 I think, which is quite a lot for little old me over here with my relatively new YouTube channel. So yeah, check that out if you want to see me basically ranting about some idiot Oxford professor. But yeah, so remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Yeah, like, subscribe, tick the bell button if you want notifications, all that jazz. I hear other YouTubers saying it, so I feel like I should say it, so I can feel like I'm part of the gang, but you know. But yeah, so thanks for listening, guys, and I will speak to you all soon.